In this video, I use WiFiman to figure out where my coverage is. So I've got a fair amount of access points currently. There's one right there on the cottage behind me. There's actually one right here on the other side of the yard, and then there's one on the house right there as well. And there's another one on the carport that I saw, showed you in the other video, the Mesh Pro access point. But how do I know that they all kind of provide the coverage I want? How do I find out where the gaps are in my coverage? Now in this video, I'm going to use WiFiman, and don't worry, you'll see the screen in a minute, which is an app from UniFi that can map out where your coverage is and how strong it is. It's really cool. So I thought I'll just show you how to do that so that you can also, in your situation or wherever you are, figure out where you need more Wi-Fi coverage. Also birds. So this is WiFiman, which is an awesome name for an app, I think. But it shows you coverage details basically for your UniFi network. And in this case, I am now started here. I've just opened it, so I'm on the speed test screen. I can start a speed test if I want to know. So I'm on the last frontier. You see the top here, that's my network. And I can start a speed test. And then that will just show you the access point that I'm connected to, which is the cottages UniFi here. And you can see this is my Starlink connection to see how well it's doing today. Oh, it's going down a little bit. But anyway, we can do a speed test. And you can see I'm connected to Sydney, Australia. That's the access point for that, so the server where I'm connected to create that speed test. And there's a few other things here on the screen. You can see the signal strength. You can see the connection mode, which is 802.11 AC. And here's my upload speed, etc., etc. So a pretty standard speed test that you can do, and it's all nice. Now, the real cool thing is that, well, what if I want a stronger signal? What if I don't know if the signal here is as good as it could be? So let me just finish this upload speed here. Oh, it's a bit woeful, isn't it? Starlink's not doing well today. That's my speed test, etc. That's pretty standard. What you can also do is you can go to status here. So that's the next one over, the next menu. And here is a bit about the internet, which is available. The last speed test you can see 37.7, blah, blah, blah. You can see I'm connected through my DMP, so my Dream Machine Pro. Then here is a signal mapper button. So if you click on that, this is where you can start seeing about what the signal is doing right now. So there's a moving graph here. I can go through that. I can see the signal strength. So that's the strength. If I move closer to this cottage's access point here, see I'm walking now with the phone, and you should see that the strength, there we go, gets even better and better and better. And that's all well and good. I know it's increasing because I can see the access point and I know I'm getting towards it. You can see here that the strength is increasing, the signal is increasing. I'm now standing almost on top of it, and you can see the signal is now great. That's all fantastic, right? The throughput as well, you can see that goes up as I get closer to it, and the latency should drop. Oh, that's latency to the internet. Yeah, who knows what that goes. That's a bit up and down. I'm a satellite connection. Now, the cool thing is that right underneath here, there's a graph, so there's a little graph icon there, and then there's AR mode, Augmented Reality mode. This is the cool bit that I wanted to show you. Took me a while to get here, but So click on AR mode, and now you can see there's the access point right there. So behind you can see through the real world, and there's a map here. Now you can see that turquoise color is great coverage. So as I start to move, see I move along here, I go along the cottage, there's my cattle yard, the tree fell on, etc. You can see that the signal goes to green. So the signal's now getting worse or less. Now, if I then move down towards another outdoor signal I have down here, see now the signal's getting really crap. Well, not crap, but it's deteriorating. So eventually, as I come over here, and I'm now next to the other access point, we'll see if it'll switch, I'm not sure. But I'm still connected to the cottages, the last frontier cottages here, you can see. See if it'll switch. No, this is the mesh network from UniFi. It's not really doing what I want right now, that's okay. But you can see that just based on that coverage from that, it says it's good, but it's not amazing, right? So if I move, go this way, I'm gonna walk past a firewood here. Oh, there's a dog. Hi, dog. But you can see it maps it out as I walk. This is really cool. So you get a full map of where your coverage is. And we'll see here, as I walk over here towards the house, we should switch access point in just a second. Let's see. There's the carport. I'm still connected to the cottages, and now it's getting really crap. Oh, there we go. So you can see up the top here, I've now changed to, it doesn't actually put the name on there, but now I'm connected to FA92 something, whatever that is. So as I walk past the house here, you'll see, so there's the house. You'll see that it's going to change access point. There we go. Now we're on the lounge room access point. So now if I move back a bit here, turn around, it'll actually remap what I was on. So with this new access point, you can see it's removing the orange and yellow, which is kind of neat. So we can see it improves the mapping. So I'm just going to walk more over here. We'll see as I come around the house here. Change again to the kitchen access point from the lounge room. And now the kitchen's just over here. And there's our broken deck. It's about to be fixed. You can see as I get closer to the kitchen access point, oh, there we go, actually changed to the bedroom one, which is there. It maps the strength of the signal. This is very cool. So you can use this if you have places you think there aren't as good coverage, and you're trying to figure out where the good coverage is or where it isn't, and how to plan for where to put access points. There you go, changed again to the media room. You can actually use this app to get an augmented reality view of where your coverage is. Very neat. So that's WiFiman. It works really well. Now I mapped the outside in this example because I spend a lot of time outside, so I try and make the signal outside as good as I possibly can. Hence the other videos I had on, the Mesh Pro, for example. But you can obviously use it inside as well, and it works really well inside as well. You want to go in all the different areas of your house, in all the rooms, and it'll map out how strong the signal is. And just go slow, because then it moves with the right access point and it changes as you go. Now, it wouldn't quite do it with me, but mesh network doesn't always do what you want it to do. If you like this video, please do subscribe and leave a comment on what you could use the new AR feature for in WiFiman as well. And I hope to see you in the next video.